Yay, I'm uploading again. So, Stargirl Season 2 just ended, and now I'm gonna give my thorough review of this season. From my voice, you could probably tell I didn't really like it. Well, I think that it's not good or bad. It does have its flaws. Before we start, remember to comment, like, and subscribe to stay close to all the videos I'm uploading. Thank you. The season has a pretty good start, introducing Eclipso in his child form. My main problem is he doesn't show up next until episode 6. Anyway, so in the episode we see that Courtney is now in summer school because she missed a lot of school, and she's really obsessed with Stargirl and like being a hero for some reason, even though at the end of the last season she didn't seem too up to it. Yeah, Courtney's motives has really changed from the ending of the last season. Anyway, we see like Mike and the dog that exists for some reason. You see the mom who I don't know why she talks at all in this season. Anyway, so as the episode goes on, we see Horman. Well, at least he's the super strength guy. Anyway, for some reason, the teacher thinks that he cheated on the test, which he ends up not have cheating on the test. But for some reason, he doesn't tell that to the teacher, so he has to stay for a week of summer school for no fucking reason. Those who don't know much about the season, basically we have Alan Scott's daughter who gets the ring, but for some reason, when she gets the ring chooses her, and apparently she's infused with the lantern, which makes no fucking sense. Courtney reasonably doesn't like her at first because she kind of just went into the house, and to start from what I was saying, this show used to have a lot of good cinematography, and it still has good cinematography and CGI. My only problem with it is that it looks basically like a whole different thing. You don't know what I mean. So basically, this is the quality of this season, and this is the quality of last season. Did they just lose like $10,000 in budget? Seriously, although the CGI is pretty much the same and pretty much good, why the hell did they just lose so much quality? Like, why is it at a big cinematic good quality and FP last season, and now it's just at this CW level weird ass fucking thing? Like, what are these stunts? COVID could get into it, and I know a lot of people are gonna be saying like, oh, COVID just messed everything up. Well, they filmed most of last season in COVID. It's not like the CW just took over production, because this is still being worked on by HBO Max and Warner, the same people who made Superman and Lois. Did they legit just swap the budgets for these two? The thing is, I'm not just gonna call the last season perfect and unflawed. There's still a lot of bad and annoying stuff in the last season, but this is just a big ass downgrade. Clips I'm showing you now, you might be like, oh, these are actually really good. What are you talking about? Well, the writing doesn't help it. Like, seriously, look at this.
Where is my brother?
I'm sorry, I can't. But each episode feels like it's directed by somebody else, because one episode is going to have an amazing fight scene, then the next episode the fight scenes are going to suck, or it's not going to have one at all. So I don't know if I'm the only one, but in the first episode, I thought Beth was a little 12-year-old boy. Like, seriously, they couldn't have given her a better suit? Oh, the Thunder guy, the biggest problem I have is that he disappears in episode 6 and goes to Jakeem, which is the most cliche black name I have ever heard in television, but I'm not gonna get too much into that. The problem is, Jakeem or Thunder doesn't show up they were introduced and left off in episode 6, and they don't come back until the fucking last episode. 7 episodes not seeing them. So Eclipso annoyed me a lot. Like, I know it was kind of like symbolized with him being a little boy, but the little boy form and the goblin weird ass form are the only real other forms he has. In the comics, and I know this is annoying, like, oh, in the comics, but in the comics, Eclipso has many other forms. Like, he could turn into animals, he could turn into adult woman, he could trick people a lot, and he did trick them in this, but his biggest form is a little fucking child. What the hell? Although Cyndi Lauper is thick, I can't stress you with these other villains. It's a guy with a fucking violin. We don't know where that came from. And a fucking tennis ball player or whatever. What the fuck? Like, the only person who could have possibly had a good story in this was Yolanda. Like, she had a good theme in her leaving and coming back. Well, not coming back. Like, she left for 2 episodes, then showed up again. Like, bro, what the fuck? There was never really any real development in this season. Like, there's nothing really new. There's just the Thunderbolt guy, who I don't even remember his name, and that's the only thing added to this. Like, and Grundy exists, but that's all. Seriously, if this season did exist, and they went from the end of season 1 to what we're get in season 3, I bet you there will be barely any difference, other than some new characters. We've been mentioning a lot of other cringe scenes. That's all I really have for this season, because it's a really stupid season, and I don't want to go on talking about it for too long, because that's just gonna get old. So this is your station, and bye.